Can anybody hear me out there on Earth? I hope that everybody's having a great day. So, good morning, humans of Earth. This is Sovereign Starseed, and we like to talk about crypto news. We try to give you crypto news every day at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we also like to talk about investing your Bitcoins, investing other cryptocurrencies on this channel, as well as esoteric knowledge. We like to study some of those. Mango's right on board. Hey, glad you came right in, man. Glad you were able to make it for the notification, man. So, yeah, thanks to the notification squad for everybody that turns on their post notifications, making sure that they're right in here, right on time, so that we can know exactly what we're talking about. Not only on this channel will we be talking about, just like the movements of cryptocurrencies, but I also plan on, going further into just like esoteric studies that have been handed down throughout the ages that are pretty much universal truths that are kind of hard to find in today's world. And I'd like to end up bringing some light and some awareness to some of that. Not only that, spirituality as well. It's something that's very important to me, and I want to start branching out onto this channel with that as well. So hope you guys are prepared for that. If you have any suggestions, definitely shoot me a message on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram. Let's see, what else am I really active on right now? Those are like the three that I'm like really active on. I don't think YouTube can send messages, which is weird. So I think all you could do is just like comment. But yeah, if you got any suggestions, go ahead and shoot me a message. I'm always open to feedback. So today, let's go ahead and get into this because there's some interesting crypto news that's coming out today, and this is just the beginning. And I hope you guys know that like what I'm sharing with you on this channel is like what I feel is like the top 3 to 5 most critical points for us to know about. But there's a lot more crypto news that's going on than I can cover on this channel. So just make sure that you guys are staying aware of these things, and you'll be able to end up with some of this knowledge as well too, because there's a lot more that comes out than just this. So let's take a look here. First of all, first article that I am like, I think this is funny, and I could have predicted it. In fact, actually, I really kind of did predict it. And so we've been talking about Jamie Dimon on my previous channel, and we didn't talk about him too much on this channel, but he became a celebrity. He slammed Bitcoin a couple months ago, and in the same day that he did that, there were a lot of people finding JP Morgan purchasing Bitcoin after him publicly coming out and saying that it's a fraud. And so what I think is pretty interesting is that after slamming Bitcoin as a money laundering tool, JP Morgan is busted for money laundering. Score 1 for the poetic irony pages. Right, I love this. So ZeroHedge.com came out with this article today saying 2 months after JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon lashed out at Bitcoin, calling it a fraud, which is worse than tulip bulbs, warning it won't end well. It will blow up and someone is going to get killed, and threatened that any trader trading Bitcoin will be fired for being stupid. This is totally what he said. He was going to fire his own employees if he caught them trading Bitcoin. This is what he said to the public. As it was merely a tool for money laundering. Today, the Swiss daily Handelstung, I don't know how, I'm probably butchering that for sure, reported that the Swiss subsidiary of JP Morgan was sanctioned by the Swiss regulator, FINMA, over money laundering and seriously violating supervision laws. So I think that is pretty interesting and absolutely something that I foresaw coming, because you can't just publicly come out and try to slam and push the price of Bitcoin down. I can't remember what happened that day, but I think it was at like 5K, and the clout that Jamie Dimon did have at the time, he made the price of Bitcoin go way down to I think like 4K, something like that. And I can't remember specifically the numbers. It could have been at 4K, went down to 3K, something like that. But I know it dropped by like almost $1,000. Steganews5, holla, what up? Raise the roof. Yo, welcome to my room, man. My friends are your friends. So hope you stay for a little while. Hope you enjoyed the news. So anyways, yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. I know that the banks in Switzerland were definitely watching those moves happen that day, and FINMA I can't remember what this stands for, but they're basically the financial regulators or a financial standardization entity on the planet right now. And salam, brother. Salam. Good morning, good evening to wherever you're at. Um, but yeah, I just think that's so interesting because now the Switzerland is going to be, there's people in Switzerland that want to sue JP Morgan for market manipulation. That's actually something that came out a few weeks ago, and now just straight up for money laundering. And I think that's very interesting. And I think that, Jamie Dimon and a few other of these bankers, you're going to see other news like this with the other bankers that have basically lashed out against it. And they have basically said, this isn't real. This is a fraud. It's horrible. And now Jamie Dimon, he regrets it. So actually, let me go ahead and give a little bit of what do you call that? Benefit of the doubt. Let me give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because he did woe back on his statement a few weeks after seeing the damage that it caused to him. And the day that Jamie Dimon talked about Bitcoin being a fraud, his clout level went from like 100 to like 4. And there was only like 4 people that were like, yeah, I still believe this guy. And so he basically had to come out with other statements afterwards saying that, oh man, I shouldn't have said that about Bitcoin. I'm going to close back my statements and I'm going to basically try to look at Bitcoin. And he also said, I'm going to look at Bitcoin, but it's nothing that I really need to pay attention to right now. But what's funny is that he was pretty much buying it left and right. So this is what bankers do, guys. This is what people that, I can't really say anything else, but people that want to control other people, this is what they do. And so that's something that you guys are going to see, not just with him. He's not the last. There's going to be more. And what I ask the people of Earth is that we go ahead and just give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, and any of these other bankers, give them the love and give them the compassion that you received as you were starting to learn about cryptocurrencies, if you received any. And even if you didn't, give some love and compassion out, because these guys are so caught up in the mindset of capitalism and of trying to make more profit, bigger profit. It's never enough profit, hashtag profit, that they don't see the full-on benefits of decentralization. And we got to help them. We got to help everybody see this. We got to see that this is something beautiful, that it's going to unite the world. It's going to unite genders. It's going to unite races. It's going to unite religions, and a big part of that is due to the taxes. And I feel that, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what gender, race, or class you are in society even, you have to pay taxes. And that, if we as a species start to focus on that, I think we can really unite through that, and we could come up with a beautiful solution that benefits the human kingdom, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, and we have just an awesome ecosystem on Earth where we don't have to worry about this type of stuff, man. So it's going to be very interesting, and that's just like a quick way for me to be able to see it. So this isn't the end. There's going to be more people that are going to come out and say it. Everybody that's been smashing Bitcoin in the last few months is already going back on their words. Some of them publicly, the more honorable ones publicly, and some of them not. So there you go. Jamie Dimon busted for money laundering. Interesting to see how this is going to play out. I mean, I would almost actually ask for a little bit of forgiveness, because he's already said, okay, this is something that like I spoke too soon about. And you're going to see a lot of other people saying that. So next in the news, Singapore, pretty much my favorite country right now, just because of its bankers. And like, I'm just so happy with the way that these guys are starting to take their stance with Bitcoin. They're taking it completely like a student. They're taking it completely like a servant. And here on this channel, that's what we like to end up basically letting people know about, is that you want to approach this in that way, like a student to Bitcoin, like a servant to knowledge. And so Singapore is the only country that I've seen so far. Actually, I take that back. Malaysia as well has said as well that, we shouldn't be looking at cryptocurrencies like these are something that we can regulate, or these are something that we can put into a financial instrument that we currently have here. We need to step back and we need to learn from this, and we need to take notes. And so Singapore has been doing that. I've been reporting on it on this channel, and I've been saying that I want other banks to start to go and look at Singapore, see what's going on, have meetings, set up meetings with them, have discussions, have dialogue. It would be even fresher if you did it on live stream. But, you know, that's whatever. Do what you need to do. But the thing is that I just want other people to be taking notes from that. And that's so amazing, because look at this. Coindesk.com is talking about how over 20 banks joined the Singapore Hong Kong blockchain trade network. That's a mouthful. So yeah, basically, members of the central banks, this news came out today, members of the central banks of Singapore and Hong Kong have revealed that a number of banks have now joined their recently announced blockchain-based trade network, expected to launch in the beginning of 2019. The new network will now involve participation from over 20 global banks and financial institutions. Business Time Reports tells us the announcement of the new members of the project was made during the Singapore FinTech Festival on Thursday. So this was pretty interesting. So the HKTFP, the Hong Kong Trade Finance Platform, is a collaboration between the Hong Kong Monetary Authority and the Monetary Authority of Singapore, aimed to digitize trade finance using distributed ledger technology. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. So this is really cool. So Singapore and Hong Kong, along with 20 banks, are now going to try to use blockchain. But let me just go ahead and say that this is something that I have seen for the first time in the news, that I know is not going to be the last time. And instead of calling it blockchain, they're calling it DLT, and they're already trying to abbreviate it. So distributed ledger technology is another name for blockchain, but I would be very careful about signing contracts and anything going forward that has the words distributed ledger technology in it, just because of the fact that this is now a terminology that has been able to be shortened because so many people need to, I guess, know about it. But this is a terminology that the banking industry is creating. And I want the banking industry to start to take notes and take terminologies from the cryptocurrency industry and then give them a lot of, I guess, give them a lot of fame and start to use them in their documents if they need to, as they create documents, instead of creating new terminologies that equate to blockchain that are more friendly to their documents. This is going to allow people from any age to be able to approach your documents with a lot more confidence, because there's going to be people that already know about blockchain, and blockchain has been around, but whenever we start to morph these words into things like DLT and distributed ledger technology, that's where we start to lose the essence of what was going on with the blockchain. So words are powerful. Words are something that we're going to be studying on this channel as well, with the etymologies, and it's very, very important for us to know about that. And so as this is right here, we're seeing new technology, new words being created. And I just want you guys to know that whenever you see DLT, it means blockchain. So yes, next. But I mean, this is basically some really cool news, is that like we got a whole bunch of banks joining in with Singapore trying to get onto a blockchain, and this is going to be out by 2019. So I actually have a feeling that it's probably going to come out earlier than that, just because of how fast this stuff evolves. All right, so check this out. Betting against Bitcoin. CryptoCoinsNews.com put out, the Swiss firm launches the world's first short notes. So this is pretty interesting here. Swiss financial house Vontobel AG and Leontech Securities AG have today launched separate products to allow investors to bet on Bitcoin price drops. Okay, so basically what this is that this is the Bitcoin futures that CME has been trying to create, and that CME has been promising people that they will create, and that they were going to put them out in November, but then they pushed them back to December for some reason. And I think it's probably just due to the whole Bitcoin Cash fork. But now we got these other financial houses that have jumped on it, and they're now releasing it, and they've already launched. So that's why I was titling this here, is that it looks like, there's some other firms now. Not only are they going to be going after, geez, like you guys in the Swiss, these guys are like about this cryptocurrency thing. So not only are they going after Jamie Dimon right now, but they're also launching futures before CME. So they beat CME to the punch. And what I think is really interesting is that if you go to CME's website, they have now changed and updated their website, and it says that they are going to be testing these futures starting in 3 days. So it sounds like somebody kind of got on the ball over there, and they were like, "Wow, okay, somebody's gonna beat us to the punch." And I reported this within the last few days, that I was like, somebody's gonna beat them to the punch, because if anybody wants to push off any type of cryptocurrency technology, you can bet 15 people are about to jump on. You know what I mean? So there we go. Swiss firm already got it locked in place. And that's pretty cool, because now CME is now going to have to watch what Von Tobel AG and Leon Tech Securities AG are going to, what they're going to be doing with people's funds and how they're going to be doing this. And now CME by default has to take notes, because these companies stepped up to the game faster. So that's what's awesome, and people get to benefit from that even further. So that's cool. Next in the news, this is something that doesn't really have much to do with cryptocurrency, but it's very close to my heart. Hey, good morning, Shining Rays. So glad that you made it in. Yeah, my friends are your friends. Let's go ahead and stay for a while. But yeah, so basically, here's something that I kind of I want to talk about, and I want to let people know that, right now, this is something that Reuters.com is putting out, and this has to do with net neutrality. So net neutrality, if you don't already know about it, it's going to be something that will affect you if it does go into place. And basically what this is that right now the FCC is planning to vote to overturn the U.S. net neutrality rules in December. So people that didn't know about this, there's some very, very important news to know about, and that's basically the head of the FCC is set to unveil plans next week for a final vote to reverse a landmark 2015 net neutrality order barring the blocking or slowing of web content. Two people briefed on the plans said. So basically, this is Ajit Pai. Um, if you guys already know about him, you guys probably already have an opinion about him. But for the people that don't know, this is the number one guy that has basically been found taking funds from companies and basically pushing companies' agendas, such as like Verizon. And you could just look it up. Just look it up. He's taken money from a lot of companies, and they're telling him, like Verizon and these other internet companies are saying, "Hey, FCC, we need to control people further." And how we need to do that is we need to convince you that in order for us to survive as a network, whether that's Verizon or Time Warner Cable, something like that, in order for Time Warner Cable to stay alive, we have to prioritize people. And we have to allow only certain people to get really good content in the whole internet, and other people are going to get slower content, and they're going to get only part of the internet. And so right now, guys, you're enjoying the benefits of being able to see this through a free internet. You get the benefits of seeing this in a way that in 2015 there was a law that was wrote in that basically it says that you cannot block or slow any web content, and that was our net neutrality laws that we had. Yep, perfect. Yes, exactly. Shining Rays just got an email today. This Shining Rays is saying, just got an email today letting me know that we're only 1 month away from net neutrality possibly ending. I'm so glad that you got that email. And I'm so glad that you're watching this now, because this is something that's close to my heart. When at the job that I used to have, I actually sent out messages to everybody in the company saying, look, we have to do something to make sure that these votes are not counted in. And so I signed some information on, I can't remember what it's called. Anybody that has any, oh man, I think they're going to end up stopping the links in the chat. I got to figure out a way to make the links to be able to be put into chat. But like, You don't put the .com. But if any of you guys have any links on how to stop net neutrality or net neutrality, it's called like Better Internet or something like that. And so basically, save the internet. Perfect. SaveTheInternet.com. Okay, guys, if anybody's watching this right now, and you care about the internet staying free, and you care about the internet, you care about being able to search about things, and you want to be able to look up whatever you choose, then I definitely suggest that you come here to this site and you, let's see, we click on take action, and there should be an area where you put your email address. Perfect. There we go. So basically right here, you would just put in your name, you put in your email address, you put in your country, and hey, anybody that's outside the US, you could really help us right now by submitting some information into the FCC. And that's not only going to affect, just the US, but it's going to affect the whole world. Okay. And then what you do is you put in your zip code, and then you basically tell the FCC why net neutrality is important to you. And you can just be like, Ajay, please think about your actions. You know what I mean? Because this is going right to him. And probably by now, you depend on a free internet. If you think about it. Put up that thanking emoji. You know what I'm saying? And then basically what this will do is this will end up sending letters off to the FCC saying that, like, nah, you can't do this. You can't do this. And not only this, I would definitely recommend that you guys write any of your senators, any of your government officials at a state level, and even at a federal level, to let them know that, like, this is something that I care about, and I definitely want to end up keeping the internet free for everybody. So as this is right now, guys, like, definitely it doesn't have to do with cryptocurrency, but actually it does. It really does. Because if net neutrality gets overturned and this guy Ajay is able to end up making whatever rules he wants on the internet, then, at some point he could just say, why not stop cryptocurrencies, Trump? It's taking away from your money. And then they could be like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. We're going to block all search results for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. It could even go as far as we may arrest those that are searching for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, because the net has to be free from terrorism. Okay? And so, like, not only him, but, like, there have been other people in Parliament that have been trying to destroy the freedom that we have on the internet. And when I'm talking about how, like, people may be thrown in jail for using Bitcoin and looking at it, dang, Link, it's a monopoly, baby. And, like, that's what's so beautiful about these cryptocurrencies, is that we are decentralizing it. And it's going to be hard to have a monopoly on Ethereum. It's going to be hard to have a monopoly on Bitcoin. The only person that could have a monopoly on Bitcoin right now is Satoshi Nakamoto and the FBI, because they hold such big positions. And that's why it's very important for us to create other blockchains and other cryptocurrencies, so that way we could diversify our value out. So this is very important, guys. Oh, geez. It says something just said stop posting links or something. So, hey, my bad, man. But, like, I'll try to get this thing taken care of, so that way we can post some links in here, until I start seeing some trolls and I start seeing some spamming and stuff like that. I want us to be able to share this information with each other. Try to put in, if you're putting in a link, try to put it in without the .com. You know what I'm saying? When you sign a petition, hey, Shining Rays is saying something awesome. It's me, Mango. Hey, all right. What up, bro? So, nice. When you sign the petition, this is what Shining Rays is saying right now, guys. When you sign the petition, they give you the option to call your senators with the following script. Hello, I'm urging you to call, I'm calling to urge Senator, whoever it is in your state, to reject any attacks on real net neutrality. Net neutrality is essential for protecting free speech, organizing, business, and innovation. I will not stand for any attacks on net neutrality or my rights as an internet user. Guys, this is beautiful. So they give you a script right there, right there. And I'll tell you this, when I sent my senators letters a few months ago, they sent me letters back saying, Seth, we appreciate it. I want you to know that I agree with you on net neutrality, and I got an office over here in DC, and I'm set up ready to fight for this, and I'm ready to fight for you guys with this. Now, I don't know how much of that is lip service, but I at least made the action, and I can feel good saying that I at least made sure that they know that I am not consenting to killing net neutrality. It's going to be a dark internet if we end up having this go through next month. It's going to be a sad internet. And it's going to, honestly, it's going to end up making us like jump from the current internet that we have, and we're going to end up building a different one because we're seeing that we can't be controlled. The humans of Earth aren't going to take it. Not going to take it, baby. Not going to take it. Look what's happening in China. And the other thing is yeah. So next in, I'm just gonna leave that there and just let you guys know that we got to be doing something, and it's something that I've reported on before. It's something that I'll report on again. You know, with the results of whatever this happens, we'll end up talking about it. So yeah, next, I just want to talk about Coinbase has released a new service. It has a Coinbase custody service, and it wants to store Bitcoin for institutional investors. So Coinbase is trying to beat other people to the punch by being able to launching a service called Coinbase Custody, and it's going to securely hold the digital assets for institutional investors. Right. Nice, dude. That is a cool emoji. I love that emoji. Yeah, Anonymous will do something. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be interesting. So, yeah, it's not going to happen, man. Like, all I can say is that these people are just making themselves look really bad in the long run. Ajit Pai is just losing all of his appeal. And, yeah, I feel like we should get somebody to replace Ajit Pai that understands cryptocurrencies and understands the innovation that's happening with the world, and somebody that would take place for the FCC and say, look, it's time for us to start taking back some of these laws. I'm ready to write laws that make some of these laws expire. Imagine, this is our question for the day. Imagine if our laws had an expiration date. If all of our laws had an expiration date, because I know some of them do. Just think about that. How much more evolved and how much more beautiful our world would be if we didn't have to keep on paying attention to these crazy old laws. So yeah, this is really cool. So Coinbase Custody is launching something. The service will only be available to funds willing to store 10 million or more of the digital currency with Coinbase, and will have $100 million or $100,000 initial setup fee, along with a storage fee of 10 basis points, 0.10% per month. So Coinbase is going to be charging some of these huge people 0.1% per month to be storing 10 million or more with them. In return, institutional investors will get features like the ability to have multiple signers, audit trails, and withdrawal limits. They'll also get dedicated account reps with phone support. So Coinbase is expanding their customer service, and in some cases, the option to insure their holdings. It's a move that could finally help accelerate Wall Street's entry into the world of digital currency investing, and storing Bitcoin securely is infinitely more complicated than holding traditional securities, and is a huge part of the reason that many investment funds have shied away from the asset. This new offering could finally provide the confidence firms need to invest in Bitcoin, especially since Coinbase already stores more than $9 billion in digital assets for its retail customers. So there we go. I feel that Coinbase definitely has the room to do this. Hey, look! Oh, nice! Hail to the king, baby! Stop posting links warning. I don't even know what that means, but I love that you got a link in there. All right, let's take a look at this link that Mango just posted. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, cool. Hey, yo, you can send me the message on Twitch. I just got the message on Twitch too. So anybody that wants to post links, just shoot it to me in Twitch. And in fact, actually, we're gonna get the Discord really integrated into the channel a lot more. So we're gonna have like a channel where you could totally post some links. So Lightning announces the first Bitcoin. Oh, that's what I was trying to report on the other day. Is a cross-chain swap. Thank you for posting this, bro. Because I was trying to report on this the other day, man. So thank you for this. Okay, so this is what I was talking about the other day, guys, where I was saying that you can basically Bitcoin has now evolved into a new form. It's like version 2. And what version 2 is that this is called Lightning cross-chain swaps. Remember the other day where I was trying to search for quantum Bitcoin transactions? Remember that? That's where I was writing in and I was saying that this is what I was talking about. This is what I was trying to search for. Thank you so much for posting that, bro. Shining Rays, just called Senator Michael Bennet and Cory Gardner and left messages with reception to pass my urge to reject it. Oh, thank you so much, Shining Rays. Anybody else that is watching this right now, do the same thing. You're going to help the net for everybody. Let's do it. Let's get there. Let's step up. All we got to do is call. There's a script. It's not hard. And just do this out of the love of your heart, man. And it's not for attacking. It's not for malicious behavior. It's because we're stepping up out of the love of our heart and out of the love of free information. So thank you so much, Shining Rays, for doing that and posting that. That's amazing. It's going up. So, yeah, this is awesome. Look at this. So, there you go. Make sure that you're making them calls, people. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for doing that. Like, everybody that uses the internet thanks you for doing that. Even if they don't understand what net neutrality is right now, they thank you. So, check this out. Lightning, I'm so glad that you posted this up, man. This is something that I was trying to show you guys, how you can end up making a transaction from one blockchain to another blockchain without having to store it back into some fiat currency. So, this is amazing. This is so amazing. And all you can know is that this is something that is really evolving things. It's a cross-chain atomic swap. My bad. I thought it was quantum swap. So it's an atomic swap using Lightning. And so what this does is this allows you to transfer currency from one blockchain to another. To some, that may not mean much yet. But what I'll say is that you're going to be hearing a lot about this in the future. And this is an amazing technology that is starting to change cryptocurrencies very, very fast. Oh, shoot, man. We got some more. Yeah. Throw me some more links. I am down. Let's see what we got here. Please. Oh, look at this. Look at these emojis. Please call your senators. They give you the script, and it took a total of 2 minutes. There we go. Where am I? Where can I get the... There we go. There's the links, bro. Got it. Oh, okay. So Mango's posting up that he got the link for this atomic swap at the World Coin Index. So this is actually a very awesome tool. Let me go ahead and get this link over here for us, guys. My computer is going really slow. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, look, I'm just going to do this. WorldCoinIndex.com. Bam. So glad that you guys are calling, senators. I'm so glad that we have this outlet that we can talk about this. We could feel good that we made our calls. I did mine. I got letters. I got emails back from Cory Gardner and Michael Bennet. That's who I got mine back from, too, because I'm in Colorado, too. How's the Windows PC going? Okay. Good question, bro. So I decided that I'm going to use Boot Camp, and I installed Windows 10 on a Boot Camp partition yesterday. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to basically after this stream, I'm pretty much going to get some things set up so that way I can um, stream tomorrow or the next couple days, provided if I got any problems, I gotta always account for that. But in the next few days, man, I'm going to be able to stream on a Windows partition from my MacBook, and that is definitely making my computer like use way less resources. So I'm going to try that first, and if that still sucks, then I don't know, man. I might have to get a Windows PC, and this is like blasphemy for me to say, but it's okay. So I just gotta use whatever's gonna help me stream and help me get this stuff out to you guys. You know what I mean? So I still want to get an i7 with 16 gigs, and I want it to be a laptop with a small footprint, preferably. So anybody got any links on any good deals like that, or even if you're selling some old computer or something like that, you shoot me a message up on Twitch, because I'm loving this chat right now. This is so cool. So shoot me a message up on Twitch, DM me on Twitter, whatever, and I'll be taking a look at some of those computers. It says, oh, Shining Rays. So it says there's something on Twitch that says whisper or something like that. Mango, can you help Shining Rays with finding like how to do that? Because I also don't know. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I'm not even gonna front. So let's see if we can end up seeing something on there. But try to look around and see if you can see something that says whisper or message or something like that. You might have to like go to my profile or something like that. But there should be something on there that says whisper. Maybe check a look at Twitch FAQ, those types of things. So, but also I think you can send me a link up on Twitter too, and that's pretty easy. Just DM it. But anyways, WorldCoin Index. This is the other link that Mango just posted, and I think this is awesome too because I've used this before. So WorldCoin Index is kind of like an equivalent to CoinMarketCap, but there are some things that CoinMarketCap doesn't have that WorldCoin Index does have, and this is great. And so yeah, I'm glad that you ended up posting this up here, man. And so yeah, these Lightning transactions, these atomic swaps, cross blockchain swaps, these are huge. These are huge. And this is basically what's really going to make banks irrelevant soon, because now we're able to just swap our cryptocurrencies for different tokens, and we can do it immediately across blockchains. That is so big that I just love being able to announce that, and I love that that's happening there. So finally, one of my final pieces of news that I wanted to talk about today is Visa launches its first phase of blockchain B2B payments. So this is interesting because if you've been following what Visa's been saying, on October 15th, they basically stopped anybody from using Bitcoin with a Visa card. And because Visa is such a huge controller of the planet, it's able to do that and bully the people of the planet into not using those Visa cards. But with the innovation and with what we have going on with the planet, it's just making other cards look more attractive, including MasterCard. But you'll also notice that MasterCard made the CEO of MasterCard made an announcement last month saying that he does not approve of any cryptocurrencies unless a government is backing it. So, in my opinion, that is the exact 180 wrong way of seeing it. You don't want cryptocurrencies to be created and backed by governments, so that way the governments are constantly going to be telling you how to spend it and what to do with it. Governments should be taking notes from cryptocurrencies and learning about how they can expand and look towards more decentralization so that eventually we could just use this planet the way we need to. We don't have to have our minds controlled. Because if you break down the word government, it means govern, means to control. Ment comes from mendes, comes from mind, and so it just means control of the mind. And that's what a lot about this channel is about, is to help you control your mind. And so I would just ask anybody today that, you go out, you do something beautiful. You go and you make sure that you tell somebody that, you care about them. Make sure that you give somebody on this planet some love today. And it could be real lighthearted, but, that's the way that we end up evolving as a species. So thank you so much. I'm probably going to be taking off here in just a second, so that way I can get some things set up on this Windows partition, and that way I can stream from a Windows stream using Windows tools tomorrow. It's going to be so cool. Nice. Yeah, in California there is a lot of black hat that's going on, and I definitely foresee that that's going to keep on happening. Black hat is something that I see is going to happen, and anybody that's like learning about those terminologies for the first time, black hat is usually what Mango's talking about in here, is that basically black hat is using hacking for unethical means, and there's also white hat where you can hack for ethical means. Like, some people are like, what? How can you hack ethically? And a lot of times that's usually where people will go and they'll try to penetrate like a wireless network, and they will try to help out seeing that wireless network's vulnerabilities, and they let that wireless network administrator know, hey man, you got some holes in your wireless network, or in your network, or just in your database, or something else, and these are the holes I found, and this is how you could patch that up. And companies love that, especially nowadays. We will stop this. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, the way that I see it is that it's just going to be hard for people to it's going to be hard for people to want to use fiat currencies. It's going to be hard for people to control the earthlings in the future, just because of the freedom that all of this is affording. It's just so beautiful. It's so amazing that you're going to see people definitely try. They're going to reach for it, but it's going to fail. It's ultimately not going to work, because there's going to be a competitor out there that is free, or is more freeing than what's being offered, and people just go to that. They'll just feel almost too stupid for like always having to wait for things. Like some of your friends is like, here's how it's going to be. Like, some of your friends not using Bitcoin right now, they're not going to see the benefits until you make a purchase at 2 a.m. or you send one of your friends some Bitcoin on a Saturday night, maybe on a Sunday, and you get something that happens from that, and like they'll be like, dang, like it's already paid for, and you're like, yeah, I use cryptocurrency, and people are like, whoa, that's crazy, because I have to wait until Monday morning at 9 a.m. for my deposit to clear. And you're like, oh man, I'm getting deposits all day. Cryptocurrency. Uh-oh, I think I disconnected. Whoops. I didn't mean to disconnect. Let me see what happened here. Oh man. Nightbot. Stop spamming caps. Okay. You see, so the next thing that I need to start doing is I need to start getting into these bots and making this chat like a lot funner, because I don't mind caps. I want to see how excited we all get from this. So yeah, dude, I'm sorry that you got timed out, man. I don't know how to work it yet, but I'm gonna figure out a way to like get that so that we can A, post some links, B, post in caps, because I'm passionate. I get passionate too. So it's all good. Expect also too, like, I'm thinking about doing some schedule changes. Some people that are watching this are going to like this. Some people watching this aren't going to like this, but I'm thinking about doing my streams at night, just so that way some more people can catch it. There's feedback that I'm getting that people are like, hey, I could definitely catch your streams at night, but in the morning it's hard. So I get that. It's not just one person. So I'm thinking about doing it at like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so that way we can make sure that we have a nice little discussion. So thinking about that type of stuff. I'm also going to be putting up some more investment videos here soon, just because I'm making investments every day and I want you guys to see that. And then we're also going to do some study sessions too about like esoteric knowledge and just spiritual knowledge and spirituality, because those things affect how we use our cryptocurrencies. They affect how we use our planet. And so it's something that is definitely worthy of remembering and worthy of bringing attention to. So, yeah, anybody that's watching this, thank you so much. I'm going to be signing off here. But I just got to say thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for participating in chat. This has been like, I'm loving this. I'm loving these new emojis. See what I mean by this Twitch chat? It is so cool. And yeah, thank you guys so much for taking part today. I'm going to try to be back tomorrow, 10 a.m., with some more daily crypto news, a nice little discussion. Anybody that has any links that they want to post to me before then, just shoot it to me on Twitch, shoot it to me in a direct message on Twitter, and you'll be able to see my username in the description on this video here in about an hour after I update it, and then on any of my past videos if you don't want to wait. So anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to Sovereign Starseed. I'll be back tomorrow for another episode. This is Sovereign Starseed signing off.